Hi guys, I'm here at 534 4th Street to do a quick look. Just FYI, it looks much better painted and staged. Prepping makes a world of difference. 150 amp box. It's small. Perhaps an inspector would say it's been upgraded. There's a sufficient electricity for this size house, but you might want a new box so you can put in more circuits as you upgrade. Okay. The windows in this house, they look like they have definitely been upgraded to historic standard requirements. They don't have screens. Often they don't. You can have them made. I can look in the cellar to see if they're there. And they are wood windows. They look approximately, based on the tracks, maybe 20 years, 15, 20 years old. As you know, the layout, you have the floor plan. I'm going to go straight to the cellar, which is where the basement is. I just want to point out that this is the powder room, which is perfectly tucked away from the dining room. Pantry. But typically, this is where there would have been a staircase to the basement, as you would know, Ethan. Okay, and here we go. This is lovely landscaping, great drainage. I don't, let's see. This is a special lock. So it's a beautiful alley. You could make off-street parking. There's a pole you would have to think about, but you'd have to excavate, and it doesn't, the middle school's across the street, so you can't park there during school hours, but middle school is a time when most parents just have their kids go to school without them dropping off, so that's at least not as big of a problem as it is with elementary schools. Okay, let's open the Wizard of Oz doors. Guys, this is what my basement was like when I bought my house. I mean, I had a cellar, and it didn't go this deep, but okay, it's going to take me a minute to get down here. Okay, oh, here we go. All right. This is why this house is not getting more than, because it's big. But this is where laundry is, and I have no idea why you wouldn't bring it upstairs, because there's room. Let's see. Oh, it's decorated. Okay. We have some repointing that's pretty necessary. I don't know if you're worried about this wall kind of having some pressure pushing in, but I think at some point the soil what I think might hear based on what we've heard in the past is that if the yard had been graded toward the house, that would cause water to then go into the ground about right here, putting pressure on these walls. So hopefully that's been remediated, but I can see an inspector saying this needs to be repointed, and when you do, possibly having some weep holes at the bottom. But the main thing is making sure the yard slopes away from the house, which it looks like it does now. Here's the stacks. Goes into cast iron. We don't usually get to see this in a house, but that is just to note, cast iron sewer lines are starting to fail in the district after you would know this, Ethan, after a certain amount of years, they have longevity. Okay, let's see. I'm looking for a light so I can, here's one light. I don't see another light. I am not able to find any more lighting down here. Let's see, maybe I can turn on. So I think you mentioned the hole right there causing concern, and I will let you know that we see this all the time. Those are the brick chimney pillars, I think. It actually doesn't look like concerning to us. It doesn't flag anything. That wall looks very well constructed, and usually they want a space. Sometimes they put a piece of wood there, like with a door, because you want access to the crawl space. A lot of crawl spaces are covered up and sealed up and you can't get to that, which is a no-no. I don't know if that black sheeting is indicative of that there has been a vapor barrier put on the soil, but that is what you want to see. So guys, these old growth, large joists, they look pretty good. I don't see right now any sistering, any cutting into them. So far, nothing is causing me any alarm, but an inspector, and the inspector we've been penciled in for Monday, he's pretty wily, and he will jump down into things to see. That probably, maybe at the end of its life, we can look at the disclosures. There's the boiler. That probably has some life. So it looks like it's had some servicing based on the upgrades that it has. There is a drain here, but it's pretty dry except for my wet footprints because asbestos tile. And the HVAC unit, yeah, it doesn't get wet down here. It doesn't smell wet. The dirt down here is pretty dry. This doesn't show any indication of wetness, and we've had a pretty wet year, so that's a good sign. Copper supply lines going through the house. That's good. So hopefully most of everything has been replaced from galvanized to steel. I don't see any risers. Let's see yet. I'm trying to follow the copper piping. It looks really, I mean, it's messy, but it looks pretty good down here. The dryer is a gas dryer. Just a quick FYI. Let's see. I'm going to try to go down over here a little bit. Yeah, it looks like maybe at some point it had been framed. Ooh, this is going to be a big mess for them to clean up and get out of here. That looks like that could be the main line coming in, guys. Right there. Okay, so I believe this is the main shutoff valve. And that line coming in looks like it is a steel pipe. So that probably means that the line coming in from the city is steel, and you will want to replace it at some point. I bet the water pressure is somewhat affected. Well, it will over time if it's not now. Because as you know, probably the galvanized steel pipes will rust over time and then create accumulation in the diameter, and the diameter of the pipe gets smaller and smaller. Okay, so structure, nothing's giving me bells going off. I'm gonna go upstairs. Okay, continuing on. I just want to also point out while I'm in the kitchen, this doesn't have much storage, as you already probably noticed. Like, this is going to be really thin. And then she's under sink. There's that. And then there's only this many drawers. It's very limited on storage. Okay, guys, and this is definitely where you could put stairs, but I think it would go right where the utilities are, so it might require some reconfiguration of that. All right. Seriously? I'm sorry. Just want seriously? I mean, this wet bar is ridiculous. So I guess on the other side is the half bath. And if this were to be removed, or even if you just put the laundry here. Okay, anywho, there's lots of space. An architect might be able to figure that out. All right, here we go, upstairs. All right. This probably is the smallest of the bedrooms, and they put new flooring over old, and I would think that this is probably that pre-finished wood, so you can probably refinish it once or twice. Let's just see. Take note, no closet in this room. Okay. Oh, I remember this bathroom. Okay. Weird little nook. It's where you put the dishes that don't fit in the kitchen. Has like a spaceship shower, bath fitter of some sort, and a little corner spot to go to the bathroom, look out the window, and a tiny sink. Okay, I know there's another bathroom in this house, so that is, and a half bath, so lots of redeeming qualities. Okay. Too skinny to put a washer dryer there. Second bedroom. Oh, it has a closet. It actually counts. Also has that pre-finished floor. So it looks like for the bedrooms, they put pre-finished floors. Okay. And for AC, I don't know if it was AC and heat. It could be both. It'd be nice if it was both. But just know that AC has to get pumped up 2 floors from that basement up there. So, return. Okay. Oh, hey, look. Washer and dryer. Oops. Sorry, guys. I forgot about that. Okay. We don't need to solve that problem. Problem solved. Pantry. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Purse and shoes. Closet. And it's pretty decent. I'm not doing a thorough job. Just kind of, you guys have been in here. View of the middle school. FYI, my kids went to that middle school. And, you know, some of the language can be rough. It's pretty loud, too. And limited closet space. This is pretty nice. I remember the agent saying this had been new. So, pros, size, location, growth ability. Cons, steel line, some maintenance that needs to be done to the crawl space, cellar, and but a really great palette to work with. Based on the size, it could garner multiple offers. We know that they are booked tomorrow, back-to-back appointments. So I'll let Libby and Jackie take it from here.